would appear that a few hero cards are starting to see some pickup around here. Make sure you guys smash the little crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more content. Now, Dead End Prison has been, like a one-of in the hero deck if you choose to play it. And that's just because, like, you're looking at, like, evil hero shenanigans with this, which I always thought was kind of cool. I mean, they in-house remade Prisma to bring it back up to, 2026, actually been 2025 standards. We're already a year past the cycle for this card being crazy, but it's definitely, Starlight or QCR's $42. That's not too terrible. I mean, you've had a constant upwards tick on this. Not very many sales. That's okay. But down here, 14 listings on the Secret Rare with a $24, $28 price point right now. And how is our sales doing on this? Well, just kind of taking a look over the last couple of days, all the way up through the second. This card's been kind of getting hammered off of the market. Somebody actually spent $49 on one. I don't know why you would ever do that, but okay. And we've also got a confirmed sale at $28, and the rest of them were just $20 copies that were being taken off of the market. So somebody fell for the top listing TCG Player Direct here. Not surprised to see hero stuff taking off. My only question is, like, what's using this? Because I've not seen a hero list out of the OCG promoting this. Sabateel's saw play, but not this one. So I'm not sure what's going on with this one. The Duke of Demise. This is another kind of, I guess I can't say that I'm shocked, because it is an additional normal summon extender. It is another one of those cards that its job is to promote you with wanting to get that additional normal summon, and it also lets you banish to target a level 4 and lower in the graveyard and add it back to your hand. That's a zombie or a fiend. So I guess, depending on the pile that we're looking at here, you're gonna have some contrast to consider with this. It's just, seeing an $8 price point on the Dookie of Demise was not on my bingo sheet, because this card for the longest time was like $2 slop, and it just, it looks good. We understand that it's a good card. It's just, over time, I kind of figured that this would do a little bit better. I want to go back to this because I missed one hero. And I also want to look at this a little bit. Malcharmy, $94 for Meows. Wow. $70 on the Paladin of Bonds and Unity. Those, I don't think people are looking at that card at the moment. I don't really blame them. Mitsurugis are down to 62s with Mitsurugi Rituals. This is something to consider for what's coming here. We've also got ye old Neos Lord himself. This is the one I wanted to look at. So Neos Lord here is coming in about $42 to $45 a piece for QCRs. And in terms of, sales data pushing off here, these aren't exactly, like, too crazy, but he does have that lower printing, and like I said, I wanted to look at this set, too, while we look at Neos Lord and Dead End Prison Man. Wow, these are 41s now. Okay. Your Snake Eyes Doom Dragon's 35 now. It's actually not terrible. I see, oh boy, Crystal Clear Wing over Synchro Dragon's getting bought out right now. These are $34 to $35 a piece. Ruh-roh! We've had no sales this month, though. Looks like it's just a standard QCR buyout happening over time, which is something that we've been kind of following. Azamina Queen, $30 as well. Those are disappearing off of the market. You got to remember, guys, and we're going to say this every single market watch we do, but you got to keep an eye on some of those old QCRs, because you're going to go yoink, and you're going to be surprised one day when they're just not there anymore. So Rituals are repopulating at under 10s, which is still good to see. Mitsurugi's at $6. I love that. That's so good. And then we have Mr. Neos Lord himself. 59 listings. We're not doing too bad on this, but you've had, once again, a decent amount of sales. Not as much as Dead End Prison Man himself, but this is one of those other cards that you kind of got to acknowledge in the hero department is probably going to look pretty good to pick up. Now back to the irregularly scheduled intake and dump for old Fiendsmith out here. Remember, Exciton Knight, the card that allows you to stick two level 4 monsters together, go bada bing, I have access to light Fiends and or a board wiper to go into full Fiendsmith combo. These are still $28 to $30 a piece, which I don't think is terrible. All things considered, I mean, this card's not had a huge dump in price. It's kind of what we were initially expecting for this. All right, we've also got Wind Up Rabbit. So there was a past format tournament over the weekend here that showed up, and Wind Up Rabbit, I guess, has just been a hot commodity in these older formats. You're looking at $18, $18. That's just it, though, for first eds. Take this off and go back to regular listings. This card's only got 32 regular listings in existence as it is, so we're not really seeing a lot of these disappearing. There's just not a lot to be working with, because, I mean, this is Photon Shockwave. Also, Wind Up Rabbit's got, you know, Super from Advent Calendar. You've also got the 2012 version. I mean, this card's got, you know, it's been like 8 years since it last had a reprint, but you've got enough of these kind of running around in the format that I'm not necessarily too upset about that. Regular Elemental Hero Prisma. Well, first of all, if you search for just near mints, these collector tin versions are $40. Dual terminal versions are 20s in the near mint category. 3s for gold series. Legendary Collection Commons have a couple still. You have Fusion Enforcers, which is still doing well. You have a good chunk of these available, still in, you know, common printing, which is good. Now, obviously, when you take this off, you're going to see a lot of the damage. You're going to see the light plays rolling around here. This card's been having a little bit of an uptick recently in some of its rarities, much like Mr. Dead End Prison himself. Empyreon, the Magnum Warrior. So these are actually transitioning back down from where they previously were. Now remember, Magnum Warriors kind of started off with the idea of, if I play Berserkion and I play Valkyrion in the deck, and, you know, we have access to the big brick duo, you know, I'm able to make a pretty strong, decent boss monster, and we can kind of go from there. And I mean, I kind of agree with that, but these have been going down. $8 now. It's going to be your lowest price point for this. I mean, you've had a couple of these sell. I mean, people want to test out the idea. And that's always going to be like where we're going to be in the game, right? People are going to see an idea. They're going to go, oh, you know, this looks kind of fun. Let's give it a shot. Now, I wanted to talk about some of these Asian English cards that have been running around on the OCG market and having them be graded. This came back in ARS 10 and it sold for $3,335. Now, for those of you that don't know, AE actually has the OCG back and actually does have just Asian English written on it. Now, this is the first rendition of Asian English. These are probably, I would say, some of the rarest cards in the game now at this point. We've also got a Gatling Dragon that sold for $2,934. I also believe this was Asian English as well, which is, it's a gorgeous card, man. But for nearly $3,000, it's a little bit crazy. We also recently had a sale for the Asian English Ultimate Cyber Dragon. It sold for $1,100. But this is very much also a very, very gorgeous card. This very much looks like the version that we got. It might have been done on the European printers. I'm not exactly sure the origins of AE. We've also saw Cyber Twin Cell for $1,300 on the ARS. But I mean, ARS is an entirely different grading company, but man, these cards certainly do look gorgeous. So a little bit of a history lesson there for AE and how they've been doing. And DRO3 Ancient Gear little rat things. This is your listings right now. You have 5 listings of this on the market. This is your funny for the block. So, a little bit of interesting things happening in the market right now with the Evil Hero stuff. I'm not too surprised. The OCG collector market is really kicking up with AE right now, which is very, very interesting just for long-term availability and how that's going. But please take a second to leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think, and I'll see your beautiful faces back here in a day, guys. Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.